Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, this is Jesse with the Common Nerd, and we've officially got another rumor confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, this is one of those things out there that everybody just looked at this and should have went, duh. Like, I think a lot of the DC fans out there were screaming about this literally when Jason Momoa was first cast as Aquaman. It's like, what were you doing? Why would you not cast him as Lobo? How dumb are you? I mean, he literally looks just like the part. Well, boys and girls, things have officially been made right in the world, at least when it comes to the DC universe out there, because now, after months of speculation, after lots of rumor mill that we had talked about and reported on over and over and over again, once again, the rumor mill has been confirmed right, as Jason Momoa has officially been cast as Lobo for the DCU over there with James Gunn and Peter Safran, ladies and gentlemen. And this was one of those things that was very much an obvious thing. This is something Jason Momoa had talked about publicly before, that he really wanted to play the part. We knew that James Gunn had planned on trying to keep him around in some facet out there. And of course, we all suspected that Lobo was going to be exactly what it was. And yes, boys and girls, it turns out it was true. But don't run off. There's a lot of official fun little artwork that James Gunn has put out there showing us a really awesome Lobo that I think will hopefully give a lot of people excited for that, as well as a wonderful little tease from Jason Momoa from just the other day about exactly what this was going to be. And boys and girls, if it wasn't so very obvious from this tease, it is absolutely spot on. And the guy is already doing his best to embody, of course, our dear sweet Lobo out there. And boys and girls, it's going to be a lot of fun to see him bring the main man to life. And smoking cigars, I hope they bring in the dog, and I hope that obviously you've got to have that seriously sick motorcycle that Lobo is so very well known for. So boys and girls, we're going to check out this article from cosmicbook.news, get into all of the juicy details, give you the exact details of what we've got and where Jason Momoa's Lobo is going to show up next. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. We just crossed 1,500. We're sailing our way to 1,600, and I could not do that unless all of you guys out there hit that subscribe button. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Are you glad to see this finally coming to fruition after all the fan wishing that we'd had for Jason Momoa as Lobo, after the years of speculation, after the months of rumors? What do you think about this? Do you think this is the perfect casting? Does this get you excited for the future of the DCU? Or is this just one of those, duh, why haven't they done this all around? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. So from cosmicbook.news and our dear sweet friend Matt McGloin, Jason Momoa cast as Lobo in James Gunn's DCU for Supergirl. Now, obviously, a better introduction for Lobo would have been in a Superman movie, but we already know that the Superman movie has got a lot of characters in it already, and they're wanting to go with like a Lex Luthor kind of reverse Kingdom Come kind of thing. So we're introducing him in a Supergirl movie, although not my dream of where we'd like to have him. You know what? It's better than not having him at all. And obviously, they're wanting to keep Jason Momoa around. They're wanting to lock him into a contract. They're wanting to keep him inside of the DCU and keep him attached to that so they don't lose him. So guess what? Supergirl's one of the next big movies that's going to come. I believe it starts filming next year, depending on when you're watching this video. And it's one of them situations where it's that's just, they're trying to keep him in. They're trying to get him there fast. So you know what? The Supergirl movie, fine, whatever. Hopefully we get to see Superman show up in the Supergirl movie and him and Lobo go at it, because that would be a lot of fun. But we'll have to end up seeing what happens with all of that, boys and girls. And as you can see, the wonderful little fan edits that we've had over here as well. It looks like as Jason Momoa has been cast as Lobo in the James Gunn's DCU, which the actor has said is his dream role. The trades have confirmed the casting of Jason Momoa as Lobo for Supergirl, which is due to start filming on January 13th, 2025. James Gunn also commented on Momoa's post. Welcome, my friend. Gunn also confirmed it's for Supergirl on his Instagram story. So let's go back in time a little bit over here. Let's check out this lovely little video over here from Jason Momoa that he posted on his X out there. And boys and girls, I think this is just absolutely hilarious. And of course, I was very obvious from this. They knew this was coming, that he knew he was going to be able to announce this the next day. And yeah, because this is from December 30th, boys and girls. So literally just yesterday at the time of this recording. So check this out here.
You're on, my boy. Guess what? You got some big news coming, Rama. Big news.
And of course, Lobo's signature cigar. The main man is never very far without his stogie. So of course, Jason Momoa lights up a big old cigar, puffing on it out there while he's letting his dog outside. Oh yeah. And And yes, already embodying Lobo, just to that. If it wasn't obvious from that Instagram post, boys and girls, I think the entire world knew exactly what was coming with all of this. And like I said, now it's all been confirmed. So let's carry on here. So as you can see here, welcome to the hashtag DCU, Jason Momoa at Pride of Gypsies, which of course is his Instagram story, his Instagram title. Hashtag Lobo, hashtag Supergirl. So Lobo was, I collect comics and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite. And I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role. I mean, listen, if they call and ask me to play him, it's a fuck yeah. I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there. But if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there. And Jason Momoa posts out here, they called. Momoa first teased the big news on his Instagram story and then posted the following on Instagram about what he previously said about Lobo back in December of 2023. While appearing at a screening for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, where he said his goodbyes to the DCU, and there's the full quote. Obviously, we already read over it as well, but it means that a guarantee you don't have to worry about that. But you know that I haven't received the call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there. But if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there. But we need it now. We need it more than ever. And as he commented on the post, they called. We went over this one right here. As you can see right here from his Pride of Gypsies account right there, they called, and that made it official, ladies and gentlemen. Here's this awesome, absolutely love this picture that James Gunn posted over there with his Lobo thing right here. I mean, look at that all American kind of Lobo right there. That is glorious, wrapped in an American flag, probably more from his more anti-hero sides when he started out as just an original villain out there for Superman. I love this. I love this picture. I love the aesthetic that's coming for this. I love the idea that the main man's wrapped in an American flag with his stogie and fireworks going off in the background. I mean, it's one of them situations where Peter Safran had even talked about in the past with bringing the Superman back that it's going to be, truth, justice, and the American way. He actually quoted that. Peter Safran actually talked about that. And it does seem to be that's a lot of the feel that they're kind of getting with a lot of the kind of stuff. Now, you can say whatever you want about Creature Commandos, which, trust me, we've been roasting that a lot. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come check us out. Smash that notification bell so you don't miss it. But yeah, we've been reviewing that, and yeah, that's pretty hot garbage. That's also something that James Gunn wrote in 2 weeks, right? And this is obviously something that's much different going forward. It was something that he thought was going to be a one and done. He thought he was never going to come back to the DCU, and of course now he's in charge of things. So we don't know who's writing the Supergirl. I don't know off the top of my head who's writing the Supergirl movie, but either way, the fact that we have Lobo in it, I think that is wonderful. The fact that Lobo is coming to the DC universe and Jason Momoa is the absolute perfect casting. For all the things you can say about James Gunn, for all the things you can say about writing, I think for the most part, his castings have been absolutely spot on. The Supergirl, you know what? She'll probably end up doing a great job. But either way, not exactly the kind of Supergirl I was hoping for. But other than that, and outside, of course, Perry White not being white, but other than that, the Superman has been absolutely spot on. I think David Cornswit is an incredible fit for the Superman. Obviously, we've got Lois Brosnan as our Lois Lane. She's absolutely spot on. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He's absolutely incredible and just absolute spot on castings. And I think this is just another one to add to that whole list out there of just absolutely incredible castings. Jason Momoa is a complete and total duh for Lobo, and he's already starting to embody it. If you've ever seen him do some villain stuff in the past in some like the Fast and the Furious movies and a few other things, he can play a really good villain. And that's what we need from Lobo. We don't need Lobo as an anti-hero. You need to introduce him as a proper villain. And concerning the fact he's going to be in the Supergirl movie, it sounds like he's probably going to end up being Supergirl's big bad. And I, for one, think that's absolutely going to be really entertaining to see. So back in October of 2023, saw a rumor that Jason Momoa as Lobo was a done deal, and that we won't be playing Aquaman anymore. Gunn has confirmed Supergirl starts filming soon, and the film gets released June 26th of 2026. So literally next year, summer of next year, beginning of summer of next year, we'll get to see Lobo in all of his glory out there. Rumors have said that Lobo will be appearing in the flick. The comic book the movie is based on is actually originally going to feature Lobo, but writer Tom King and his editors convinced him not to use the character. Well, Tom King is advising Gunn and the DCU, so maybe this time they are including DC's main man, and we do know that now. So Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow stars Millie Alcock as the titular character, Evie Ridley as Ruthie Mary Knoll, with Massive Charters as the villain. Rem of the Yellow Hills, Craig Gillespie is directing with a script by Anna Nogaro. Okay, so if we've already got Matthew Scorner as the villain, then where's Jason Momoa going to play into that? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Anna and Craig, the writers and directors, have been doing a fantastic job spearheading this. We start shooting in England in January. Got to get them tax cuts, but you know what the best part about that is? We will know their exact budget because of that stuff too. So we'll find out. We'll know beyond a shadow of a doubt whether or not the Supergirl movie makes money or not. I just saw, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I just saw the screen test for Ruthie with Millie Alcock, and you know who's playing Supergirl. And I came in and she pitched me the story of Supergirl, and it was just one of the best pitches I've ever heard. And she immediately wrote it. She came in with the first draft that was great, and it's just gotten better and better. And then Craig has been incredibly easy to work with. I can't wait for that one to come out. It's very much based on Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow. Whether that's Tom King's kind of hit or miss, so whether or not that's going to end up being a good thing, we'll find out. There are, of course, differences because it's a 3-act structure, so it's a little bit different in the structure, which goes through various stories, but it's all the major characters, the major themes. Supergirl is a mess. It's something I can't wait for people to see. I think it's a completely different, unique take on a superhero, which honestly is not exactly what we're looking for, but it's been previously reported that trades with Millie Alcock will be an edgier version of Supergirl. As it's been said, the DCU wants to move away from the version played by Melissa Benoist on the CW, which she was great. I mean, honestly, with the exception of that show going completely and totally woke in later seasons, she was a great Supergirl. I actually really enjoyed that show for the most part. It's just like, man, when they did like the unnecessary like trans one throwaway line of a character, like there's an alien that was trans, and then like the guys like got rid of their guns and started using non-lethal weapons. I'm like, this is just so stupid. I was just really done with a lot of that nonsense after all of that. So I gotta get what they're saying on that. They want a little edgier Supergirl. I don't know. We'll see what happens. In the new iteration, Supergirl travels across the galaxy to celebrate her 21st birthday with Krypto the Superdog. Along the way, she meets a young woman named Ruthie and winds up on a murderous quest for revenge. Whoa. So there you go. And apparently Millie Alcock was James Gunn's first pick as well. As he was watching House and Dragons, thought she had the edge, grace, and authenticity we need. And I mean, she was absolutely incredible in the House of the Dragon series from what I watched. I didn't think I finished the first season. I think I got almost all the way up through. There's just some of those scenes that are a little weird and kind of off-putting. But either way, she did a great job in that show. She did a really, really good job in that show. So it'll be very interesting to see how that ends up going. But boys and girls, it is official. We have it now confirmed. All of the rumors that we've been talking about for months and months and months have officially been confirmed. Jason Momoa is now Lobo in the DCU officially, and I could not be more excited, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those things. I believe this casting is absolutely spot on. I believe Jason Momoa can absolutely pull off a good Lobo, and having the main man finally brought in and properly shown off, well, hopefully properly shown off. We'll have to wait and see. I am optimistic about this one. Normally we're cautious optimism, but Lobo, this is great. This is going to be fabulous. Hopefully they don't screw up his character. James Gunn, we are looking at you. This is your universe. This is your baby. I don't care who the writers or the directors are. You need to make sure this is done well. It's your studio. You're in charge, and the main man deserves to be respected. He is an absolute favorite of a lot of the DC guys out there. I know myself included. I love seeing the main man. I mean, my very first channel had literally Lobo and Superman as kind of like a Janus coin kind of thing on the logo out there. I'm a huge fan of Lobo, and I really hope this ends up turning out well. And hopefully, maybe give us a television series. Give us a Lobo going out there just being a bounty hunter, just going out there and taking guys out, put the Mandalorian to shame, show us what a proper bounty hunter out there in the galactic universe could be. That would be really cool. That would be really awesome, but we'll see what happens. But boys and girls, it is official. What we've been hearing forever, the rumors have now been confirmed. Jason Momoa is officially Lobo in the DCU, and this humble common nerd could not be happier about it, boys and girls.